Well, hello there. Good morning. Welcome to Second Chronicles. First Chronicles left off King David had died, and we pick it up in Second Chronicles. We see Solomon is now king, and he we get to see him going to God, and we get to see a little bit of that. And as he gets to God here, and God says, "Okay, what can I do for you? What would you like me to do for you?" And Solomon says in verse 10, he says, "Now give me wisdom and knowledge that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this great people of yours?" You see, he first of all, he realized and he recognized and said with his mouth, "God, these are your people. They're not my people. You've just anointed me king, but they're your people. This is Israel. This is your people." And so first thing he did was, you see, he lifted up God and said, "God, this is your people. And you have given me a great responsibility over these people. I pray that you will give me the wisdom and the knowledge to do what you've called me to do correctly." And God goes ahead and he says, "Yes, you know what? I will give you that. And furthermore, since you didn't ask for anything selfish, I'm going to give you riches and blessings and stuff on top of that." And you see, Solomon has because Solomon asked. Solomon has because Solomon asked for what was going to help him do what he was created to do. You see, Solomon was created to rule these people. And he said, "God, give me something to help me fulfill my calling." And I believe that a lot of times we don't have, either it's in ministry or we don't have, whether it's something that we physically need, because we don't ask. The house that Billy and I live in, we live in this house, and I believe we live in this house because we asked for this house. When we first got married, we were living in a one-bedroom apartment, a very, very tiny apartment, and from day one, we prayed. We said, "God, would you please give us a home that we don't have to pay for?" I know, pretty silly prayer. A house that we don't have to pay for? Really? Pretty silly prayer, but we prayed it. That's what we prayed. And we moved out of that house into an apartment in a duplex. And when we moved in, the landlord said, "Hey, don't be surprised if you see a for sale sign out front, because we're retired. We don't want to be doing all this work ourselves anymore, and we're going to sell the house." And after being there almost 2 years, Billy and I felt, you know what, we needed to buy this house. And so we did. For sale sign never came up on the property. We turned around and the Lord just made it possible for us to buy this house. And now we rent out. It's a duplex. We rent out the other side, and it pays for our mortgage. Renting out the other side pays for our mortgage. Billy and I pay for taxes and insurance. But we prayed that prayer. We said, "God, give us a home we don't have to pay for." And he did. He did. We rent out the other side to pay our mortgage. And now we have it's a two-bedroom, wonderful house. We have just over 1/3 acre of land, and it's wonderful. We love living here. But you see, we asked God, and how does this go along with our calling? Well, it wasn't very selfish. We didn't ask him for selfish. We didn't ask him for a 15-bedroom mansion or anything like that. No, we just asked for something small just for us. And, it reminds me, we're going to take a look at this verse here in 2 Corinthians. It's for, verse 20 of chapter 1. It says, "For all the promises of God in him are yes, and in him amen, to the glory of God through us." Now, what he's talking about is all the promises that he makes of that he's going to give you provision, that he is going to give you protection, that he is going to give you all of these things that he says he is. All of those promises are yes and amen. But sometimes we still need to ask for them. Sometimes we still need to say, "God, will you please bless me here?" When I prayed to God, "God, I want to be used more in your kingdom," he gave me men to disciple. When I say God, I'd like to have a license to minister. He gave me a license to minister. He gave me a way. Now, I still had to work for it. Still had to work to get this house. Still had to put in an effort with the men that I disciple. But I asked for it. God gave. And just as we were talking about the other day, We are responsible for the effort. You don't ask, you may not get. So, ask. What are you asking God for? If you're asking God for selfish things, He's not a genie in a bottle. But if you're asking God for things that you will need to accomplish your mission on earth, His promises are yes and amen. I love you all. Have a super day.